then when you want to run this program, follow what I post here. Windows icon, which is this one. Type env. Maybe just here, I think do the same thing. env. And then press enter. Follow this step. Yeah. Follow this step, you should be able to see. Yeah, when you start your ID, you always start with window.
这个类似的类似，这才是不好的事情。两个都安装，下载。第三是 open 的。下载是。
这个东西是讲的资讯，这种手打。
这个是等到你有问题才没有问题就不是。我这样的可以这个设计。那你在那个告诉里面开一个video。蓝色。啊，两个都是。你要不要欧巴？
下载就可以。
下载那个要安装，两个都安装。
is not, so you have to re-download again, unfortunately. But maybe next time I'll ask the assistant to install it for us. Okay, unfortunately you have to download again because I think if you switch off the computer, it is not there. Run the program.
下载了。
You have to-
已经去
you have
Drive
to
C
do it again if it is not
Drive C
there. Because I checked just now.
那我按这 S80，然后找 SDKs Microsoft SDKs MPI，然后 include S64。OK， 那你 copy 这个电源这个卡，
copy 了。
然后 paste 进去，paste 在这个，它讲
这个是在
你按
那个比较属于
啊 overviews。
Then once installed, you have to go through this step all over. Maybe just copy this. I think this one is correct.
也是口说的 C++ 什么
啊，是然后说，
But then go to copies, go to C++, go to additional library, paste it here. Okay. Next, go to linker, go to general, additional library, just copy and paste from here. This one is correct. I already adjusted this to 64. Copy this. That should be pasted. Additional libraries. Okay, and then go to input. Right in front here. So thank you again. Don't delay it. Add in this. With a semicolon. Make sure that the semicolon is there. Okay, the semicolon must be there. Paste it in front here. Don't replace it. That means don't override it. Just paste it in front. Okay, with the semicolon after the. Apply or OK. Right now you have
刚刚第一个我们不用 S64，到 include。
Yesterday, all of you finished this. This
Just not
is
include, no.
right? It goes already done. We can move on. But those who haven't done yet, I suggest you try. Okay. So here should be, you should get, sorry, not get, init MPI. Remember to init. Get the process ID. Get the process. Why do you need process ID? Because here you need the RAM. Why do you need the process? Is because you need to know how big is the number of processors that you have, so that you can skip. Okay. The size there is basically the process number. The process number here is the total number of processors. Actually, it's not. I won't call process number because it's confusing. Total number of processors. Okay, started by MPI exec. MPI exec. You pass in the command to start the number of processor and hyphen n and a number. That number is the number that was here. Okay? And then that number is the one that you should put inside here so that it knows how many steps to skip. Because the skip steps is going to be handled by the process, right? So, and then here should be MPI barrier. Okay. And then we use, and you have to communicate with all who is listening to this channel. So this by default. Okay. And then here barrier because you have to wait for everybody to reach this point before you record the time. Same thing for you stop, record the end time. Make sure that everybody reach this point first. Everybody has done the job. Reach this point, then only reach the time. Okay, but only the rank 0, which is one of the process, the first process, is going to pray. The rest will skip this step. Okay. If you haven't done that, please do it. Check if the answer is correct. Okay. What we need to put inside here, this one is the MPI reduce. Okay, what is inside here? What is inside there is basically can be found here. The answer is already given to you. Okay? As I said before, just copying and then pasting there without understanding is pointless because later on, when you do your project, you will not know what to put in there, right? Okay, so in our case here, we know that everybody is going to calculate the strips, right? Okay. So you got process 1, process 2, process 3, process 2. So we start from process 0. Should say 0. Okay. So you got 4 processes, and each of the process is going to compute its own partial sum or partial result. Here also, its own partial result, partial result. So all these are the results. Okay? And then you have one, you select one process to do the summation. Okay? So here is going to sum. So we're going to take this, we're going to take this, we're going to take this, we're going to take this. And that's sum. Okay? So this one is MPI sum. Here is put into a variable called sum as well. Okay. Alright, and process 0 is the one that is going to do it, alright? Process 0 is going to do it. So the process need to send their own result, right? So here, that's why there's a result here, the send. This is the first one to send. Okay? And because it's a pointer, so you have to pass the address of this result. So that pointer is going to point to this result. So everybody is going to send their own result. Okay? So this MPI radius is going to be executed by all the processors because all the processors are going to run the same code. And the sender knows that they are supposed to send. So you're wondering, how do you know, how do the process know that they are the sender? Anybody knows? How does the MPI knows that they are the sender? Let's say the process 0 comes in and then execute MPI reduce. How does it know that it is the sender, not the receiver? How does it know? How does it know that it is not the receiver, but it's a sender, so that it will send the result? How does it know? It knows because you pass in this, the root. So it knows whether it is a sender or it's a receiver. Right? Because we specified here who is the receiver. The receiver is 0. In fact, everybody is a sender, including 0. See? 0 here. is also the sender. So it's going to send its own result. 1 is going to send the result, 2 is going to send the result. In fact, all the processors is going to send their own result. Send the result. But who is going to receive it? Okay, is the number that you put here. If you put 2, then process 2 is going to receive it. Okay, and when it receives, receive, and then when it sum up all the values, where will it put the value? Put the value into sum because we specify. Okay, so you're going to put into the value sum. Okay, and 1 here is because there's only one element for each one of them. If there are 2 elements, then here there will be 2. If there are 3 elements that you want to add up, then it will be 3 here. Okay? And this is the type of the data. You know that it's MPI double. You have to check your program. If your program result and sum is double, then it will be double. Okay? These 2 types must be the same. It cannot be different types. Okay? And what kind of operation that you do? You do summation. When we reduce the time, it's sum it up. That's why it's MPI sum. Alright? And this is the root number, 0. And this is the multiplication channel. So I hope you understand this. Because the next exercise, you need to know all this. As we go on, you need to know what you're doing in order to proceed on to the next question here. Okay, do that, and then you should be able to get the answer. So when you run this, you just need to build.
你可以是上面我另外跑那个文章。
That's why we don't put in there. Oh, sorry. See here, I'm going to change the name. It's going to be calculate pi. 5. And here is going to be my name. Okay. And it's going to call this. Some error there because of this. Just to get it to not complete. Okay, we will run. So attempting to use a curve before initializing. That's why you need this first step. Okay. Do that and then find out the number of process that is correct now. Okay, how much time it spent, okay, and then what is the pi value. Okay, in order to run it, go back here, go to here, go to terminal. Open the terminal, and CD. X64 debug. Okay. You have to go to the correct directory. And here is Z. And P5, XZ, and 4P6. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hey, you see this error because you cannot find the path is not there. So say 4, go to here, go to environment, go to here, click on this. Okay, here you add in the path. Path to this program files, Microsoft API, bin, this one. Copy this. And then paste it here. Click OK. these are program files, Microsoft API div. Okay. So now save it first, save all, and then close it. You have to close it. And then we open again. Because you have to restart. If you don't restart it, it's not able to see it still. Sorry.
我跟不到，我跟不到。
Open this existing file.
Okay.
Okay, and then right now you can right click, go to open terminal. Right now your API exec is visible. Then it's there already. Okay, I'm going to use this. Okay, and it generated an error here, expecting positive number of processes. Oh, sorry. Okay, failed to launch P6 on this host. System cannot find the file specified. For example, CD X64 debug. Okay, MPI exec again.
老师他们做的。
Okay, and you see this error. The reason is because I don't have MPI initialized, so you have to initialize the MPI. Initialize, get process ID, get the total number. Right? I will write down for you this variable. And then this one is just copy and paste from the document, made from the practical. Variable I will look for you. And then we let rank 0 do the computation of final part of the computation, and then print out the result. Okay, and then finalize. Okay, and the main here is going to call output file. Try it now. Those are the previous I see some of them right now. Get the result. But those who haven't, please do it. I give you some time to do it. Okay, next we will go to this program. Okay, the next program is the broadcast. You can copy first. Those who are already done, you can copy and paste. This one is quite simple. It's only this part of code. Okay, paste it here. What I need, I will need for this because it's already there. And this one I need to change. Let's call it MPI broadcast. Or maybe this broadcast and some. Broadcast, yeah. Okay, the same thing here. Call this function. Okay, and then you have to add something that would be okay. I don't quite like this printf and all that. One thing is because usually you have to flash as well. So let's change this to CR. Printf. Bring up this. Okay, see out the problem because I do not have using here. Using in space. STD. So our data now I don't have the problem. Or maybe it's still that. Oh, sorry, because I don't have IO screen. I forgot IO screen on the top here. And only this one will disappear. Disappear. Okay, I don't think I need this. And let's rest, just put in the values. Okay, so it's much easier, much cleaner. The same thing for this, let's see out. Same thing here, what we are trying. Which are a number of things. The first thing is the process ID, which is the rank. Okay, and then the next one is receive from value. Receive this value, and then okay, with that I can remove all this. I don't need that anymore. Okay, here I think you need to put something synchronize the process, wait for all the process to print their value before proceeding and ask for the next value. This one. I key that up to you. Value. Okay, go and check how to do it. This value. Okay, because everybody needs to write.
现在这个一样进去那个老师告诉我，这边
Okay, there's another one. See out.
第三题，
Sorry. See out. And this one should be place here. And then, oh, sorry, this. Right. Animated and then finally okay, so this will be the same as it was already. Okay, so I use the see out instead of print out. And see out, I think you don't have to flush, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe you have to flush as well, but doesn't have that. Let's try it. See what it was. I can remove this already. Then when you run the program, it should ask you a question. Initialize rank. Maybe we put some value there just to make it satisfy. Okay, and we can put value inside there and then press enter and process 0 is 2555. Please keep another number. This is good. But we're not supposed to run from that. We are supposed to run from anywhere. We're supposed to run from here. Go to PowerShell and run. Okay. So please give a number and give a number. Oh, I think I know why. Everybody is going to print at the same time. Is it? just now I see there's some problem here to print out so many times because I put 0 here. Okay, that's why. In order to overcome it, you have to get your ID. To get your process ID, then it's alright. You need to get the number of processors that is running. Nothing you need, so you can skip the step. Okay. Alright, after you need to get the process ID here, you are supposed to use barrier, and here you have to broadcast. Okay, it's broadcast. The broadcast I haven't mentioned yet, so let's talk about broadcast inshallah. What else? Use broadcast there. Yeah. After you finish, you should deinitialize. Deinitialize is finalize. Deinitialize is finalize. Okay? Okay, it's finalized. Okay? Here when I run the program, you can see that it's actually 4 times. Clean up 4 times here because I put rank 0, so every process that is running is going to be rank 0. Which is not right. To get its own process ID, then everybody will have its own rank, and only rank 0 is going to enter here. And therefore only 1 will be printed out. Here print out 4 because of the problem that I mentioned to you, because I forced rank 0, rank to be 0. So everybody will have rank 0 to get the value. Right? In order to overcome this problem. You're not supposed to see 4, which is a C in 1. Okay, and then here broadcast the value to all the processors. Okay? And all the processors will receive that message, and then you print out. Okay? Everybody is going to print out. Okay, synchronize the process, wait for all the processors. So the idea is this. Let me draw it out. What this program is all about. We choose rank 0, rank 0 to broadcast. This rank 0 is going to broadcast. Let's say we say we take 4 4 processors, including 0. Here we choose 0, but the receiver can be 0 as well. Okay? Because here, you can see out there, C0 is going, process 0 is going to execute it as well, right? So it's going to execute it. So when it broadcasts, it's going to print out as well. Actually, it should be excluded. It should be excluded. Because broadcast is going to broadcast to only 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Because 0 is sending, right? Okay? So it broadcasts to all this. So it's not going to broadcast to itself. So I'm going to write it down just to make it clear. It doesn't broadcast to itself. Okay? But then when it starts to print, all going to print it, including 0 itself. It's going to print, but it doesn't send to itself. It doesn't send to itself, but it has the value, right? Because you see, when you look at the code there, please give a number, and then you feed in a number. So process 0 will have the value. Down below here, you print. Okay, even though it doesn't send to itself, but it has the value, so it can print. So you print 1 copy, and another copy is for process 1. It's going to print as well. Process 1 is going to print. Process 2 also going to print. Process 3 is going to print. And all of them will print the same value because rank 0 will receive that value that we key in and it's sent to everyone else. Okay, so the whole idea is that. And here, why we need to use a barrier? Because when we loop and try all over again, we must make sure that everybody is already received the value and then print it out on the screen. So we must make sure that they all receive and print it out. That means all the tasks is done before the next loop. Okay, that's why I asked you to put a barrier there. In fact, suggest that we put a barrier there as well. Okay? Okay, so the only thing that is missing here is the broadcast. So how do we use the broadcast? Okay, a common need for one process to get data from the user either by reading from the terminal or command line argument and then to distribute this information to all other processor. MPI broadcast is a way to broadcast the value. Write a program that reads an integer value from the terminal. The terminal that means your keyboard, and distributes the value to all. That means it's broadcast. The convention is the broadcast. Okay. All MPI processes. Each process should print out its rank and then the value, the one that I've shown to you just now. Value should be read until a negative integer is given as input. Okay, you may enter. You may want to use this MPI routine in your solution. Okay, I already input to you MPI init now. MPI com rank. Oh, sorry, this one is different. This one is com rank. And then MPI broadcast and MPI finalize. It's asking us to use MPI com rank. Is it correct? I think it's wrong, right? Up there it says com world. Oh, sorry. You need to find out your ID, process ID, right? Sorry, I mistaken. So this MPI com rank is actually to find your ID. Sorry. Okay, and then MPI broadcast is the one above there. And then you have to do MPI finalize. It's inside there, you just need to add the code. Okay, let's see this broadcast here. So broadcast, what does it broadcast? It broadcasts the value. Okay, so you need to tell MPI what you want to send. Okay, so you pass in the pointer pointing to the value. Okay, because as a 0 when you read, you put the value inside value, right? Value variable. So you take the address of that value, pass it to MPI broadcast so that MPI broadcast can go and get it using the pointer to get the value from this variable. Okay? And there's only one element that you want to send, one value. That's why one. Okay? And then what is the type? To check the type of value is integer. So that's why we put MPI integer. And who is going to send it is rank 0. Rank 0 is the one who is going to send. In fact, there's an if statement. If rank 0, then only enter, right? So only rank 0 is going to print it. But how about the rest? Does the rest need to, actually this one is not inside. It's not inside the if statement. Let's have a look at it again. It's not inside. Yeah, it's not inside, it's outside. The if statement is at the top here, is just to get the value. Hit prompt and then get the value. But the broadcast itself is outside the if statement, meaning that all the processes is going to call MPI broadcast. But we specify who is the broadcaster and who are the listeners, right? Because we pass it this 0 here. That 0 is the process ID of the broadcaster. Okay, so the rest of the process, when it calls this function, it knows that it's not the broadcaster. Why? Because if it is the broadcaster, then this will be the number of the process, the process ID. Okay? Since you put 0, so only 0, process 0 knows that it is the broadcaster, so it's going to broadcast it. Okay? The rest, who is not broadcaster, is going to be the listener. Okay? So we specify 0 there, so this guy is going to broadcast. And the rest is going to be listening. Now suppose if I change this, if I change this to 2, now tell me who is the broadcaster?
2.
Huh? 2, yeah, that's right. Now who is the receiver?
0
1,
0
0, actually it should be 0 here, 1 and 2, that's and 3, is it right? And 2 is not supposed to be there. 2 is not going to be there because why? It is not going to send to itself. Okay, so if I put 2 there, okay, it will know that it is a broadcaster, it's going to send, okay, because it has its own ID, right? And then it knows that it's a receiver if it is not that number. So 0 is not no more there, and therefore it's going to be the receiver. It's going to receive it. Okay? So what you have to do is here, come in here, and then try it. Go in the initialization, process ID, get the rank. Okay, and then use the broadcast. One that is shown here. In fact, this is the one that we should put here, exactly the same. Okay, already put in the value for you nicely. Okay, and then use the barrier. Look at the example before. There's a barrier there. Use that, and then that's it. Okay, so what you get here is you print out only 1, not 4. Here 4 because I do not write the program that you only see 1. And then you key in the value, and then everybody is going to print out. Okay, you print out the rank and print out the value that you type. Okay, and 4 times. 4 times. Each one for each process. Okay, and then you wait for, you print out this again, you wait for the next value. Now if you put the negative value, you can see that while value is greater or equal to 0, any value that is equal or greater than 0 is going to loop, and it's going to broadcast, and everybody else is going to print it out. But if you put a negative value, then you stop. Okay, stop by printing the process terminated. So basically all of them will terminate. You run 4 processes. 4 processes is going to print out its own rank and then and print out the terminate message 4 times. Each one for each process. Okay, try that. This one is quite simple because I already give you the guidance. What you see is something like this. Okay. Try that, and then we move on to question 4 and final question 5. Okay, question 4 is get together. Forecast get together. Okay, done that part before we move on to question 4. You should get something like this. If you type 4, if you run API exec with 4 processes, And then first value you put 4, you get this. Second value you get that. The third value you get check out this one. This one doesn't look right. Okay.
下面
最下面。
Yeah, you're supposed to be put here. Just press Ctrl C.
用 barrier 还是说什么？好像我们加 barrier 还是什么？
对，然后对，然后这个 podcast copy 那个题目那边，这个
Show very clearly there. What you need to do,
好
right? You
copy
need
这个就好。
get the process.
然后 initial
Broadcast is here, not outside here. Not here. Look here. Okay. And then barrier here. Only put a hint here. Hint use broadcast. Hint use barrier. You do not know how to use barrier, go up here. I'll show you how to use it. Okay. And then broadcast. Just copy and paste exactly the same like what you have seen before. Okay, don't just copy blindly. Please try to understand it because otherwise, when you do your assignment, you don't know what. When you do your exercises, you do not know what you are supposed to put in there. You need to understand what is that value that you are putting in. Why is it that value? Okay. Now, okay. What's the problem? Put the barrier. Okay, you need to put the barrier because otherwise you will not wait. You will not wait and then you go back and then start playing again. Okay? You see that is infinite loop doesn't stop because you forget to put the barrier. This barrier is very important.
不用，
老师这是打数字的那个数字出来，不是？
So,
不是啊，他把一次跳4个
yeah, this barrier here is very important. If you don't, then when you run, you put a value, you will look and then start print. And you print without waiting for you to get the next value. Okay? Because the rest will come, who comes in, alright, it will print the previous value. See. Yeah. Because you start to listen, but there's nobody to send anything, right? So you proceed on print out. You print out the whole value. Yeah. So you have to make sure that everybody wait first before you go and listen. Okay? Because there's no broadcaster there. When you listen, there's nothing there, and then the process will start to proceed on. Okay, so you have to wait first. You have to wait for everybody to reach this point, then only start to do the next step. Okay, that means iterate again. Anybody get it to work? I see only one person did successfully. How about the rest?
4 是
Yeah.
why the
I'm going to the side. You think you're the idea to shoot the side?
不是这样吗？不是这样吗？拉到的。
There's any size for this game. Oh, it's good. Minus one. Oh, you have finalized.
Sao?
I need to find from somebody else.
can ask is it
Anybody who run and crash? No.
no
You should get the. How come process 0 receive 4? Only one.
I know
No, you cannot run from here. You have to run from here.
oh
When you run this now, did the program crash this now?
讲这个讲完了
You shouldn't crash. I think there's something wrong with your code there. You must have done something wrong. Check it again. I think I must have done something wrong.
copy 出来我整条先，
你有去做 property 是不是？
当然了，
没有 property 是谁有去调
这个，然后这个 general，
调，然后
只是 copy，然后 input OK，是一个
是两个
input 这个
这个
这个 OK，
general 这个
general 当然
library
了，
有啊。讲烂，他这边讲烂。
我都还没打这种东西嘛，我以为。
Show you many times that.
你这带的
Yeah, quite even there. Correct.
带 MPISEC only 啊。
Okay. When you open it up, let me do it again because
some of you did not listen to what I said just now.
sorry.
Okay, right click, go to open terminal, this one counts, right? But you're in the wrong folder. This folder actually is your C++ program. Your executable file is not there. You have to do cd space dot backslash x64 slash debug. Okay? You have to go to the correct folder. Okay, the executable file is inside this folder, not here, but here. Okay, so you have to do this step here. This one is important, because otherwise you're not in the correct folder. Okay, once you have done that, MPI exec -n or P6 or whatever name of your program. In my case is P6. Press enter and then you see this. In my case, because I did not write the program, so it's going to fail.
N4 P 都是非常小。
那个是用4个或者几个 P 就是你的那个量。我也是认清。
Okay, can you do one here? See whether you only
Error. For fail to merge P.
哦，所以我是这样子，我一开始这样。
我这个还可以，是这是去放入吗？你不对。
我不确定。
你的那个 dot dot space 可是我现在那个。
也是
大概 fail range。我会想那个
是减 n， 减 n 不是 n， 你的发那这样吗？
based on
啊，你 P 就改成那个。
Maybe did something, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you did just now. Okay, I think. Okay, listen again what I said. Go to here.
然后拍一下。
It's all inside the Google Chat. Go to Google Chat, yeah. Then you see the MPI exact error. You see the error like this. Let me close this for a while. And go to environment. Level. Okay, let me remove this. Okay. Don't follow me, because right now I just want to demonstrate. At the beginning, when you run, you open the terminal, right?
你你这边你改了，
Open the terminal and then you type MPI exec. And you press
它可
enter.
能拍是3个嘛，你要。
It's only there. Okay, if you see some error there, here because I already have it. This one there's no error. But if you see there's an error, you have to go to environment. You follow this because I already put it up here. Follow this. Okay, including this picture. Okay. So okay, let's do it now. Go to environment, press enter, you get to this, click environment variable, click path. Here, this part here, put in this. Put in this. C program files, Microsoft MPI bin. Okay. So we put it in here. Okay. And that is okay. Right? If you miss this, it's actually inside here. It's like that. I already put up there.
Five
F
to
is
five.
half. Okay, I'll show you step by step how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, once you get it done, okay, when you type MPI exact, you press enter, you see this. Okay, this one means okay. It give you some example here how to use it. Right? It means your MPI exact is working for you. Okay. Now please take note. Close it first. If let's say you make the changes now, right? You click OK. You have to close this program first. Close it. And the reason if you don't close, you will not be able to see still. You have to restart. Restart all over. Open up the project. And then right click again. Open terminal. Okay, MPI exit. Okay, you should be able to see this. If you don't see this, it means your previous step, or maybe the the part that you put in is incorrect.
So is it the output like that? Is
Yeah, now it's correct.
thank you.
Yeah, correct.
这样的是对
Okay.
的。
Yeah. Okay.
This is
Yours? Get help for her. Okay.
刚刚那个 linking 那边
两个，
linker
这是那个
linker
additional library
library list 是 OK， 那个有是 input or
NSMPI
NSMPI
还有这个 semicolon 的。
There's a error in this kind of time, right? So you have to do this. Right? Yeah. So go to the folder.
So I go special for this.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Add-on tools.
Okay, I'm going to put it here better so that it's all in a file. Okay, this step here, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it into here. Okay, to practical notes so that you can check there. Okay. So this one is practical 6. Okay, I'm going to put a picture here as well.
exclusive.
Paste. And it should be, let me put it up here, much better. Copy this, and then I paste it here. Oh,
那个是上面，
还是你放这种名字？
okay.
因为这个是把这个答案，
There's a part,
是这个，
right?
可是那个口令是很少。而且，
Okay, the practical notes actually is inside here. You just scroll up, it's there. Scroll up, right over here. Yeah, actually it's shared. Yeah, I also put here practical note. You go to the chat, you go to share, click on share. The first one, practical notes. Okay, you click on that practical notes. Then this will open up. This will open up. Sorry about that one. This one. This one will open up. Okay, practical 6. This is the one that you need to follow. You miss the stuff. Okay. Now, you see this another error. Maybe I won't say error. That's fine. Right click. Open terminal. Okay, so I already put up here, you can just check here just in case you missed it. Because if you are doing a mistake again and again, so I have to put it in document this time. Follow this, okay? Alright, let's move on. The next one is okay, we're going to do scatter gather, but before we do scatter gather, we do send and receive first. Okay, so the process can send and they can receive as well. Okay, so how do you send? How do you receive? You use this command: API send and API receive. Okay. Now you can send the value. You have to use a pointer. That means you have to use the address of the variable that you want to send. You send the address, not the send the value itself. Send the address of where the value is. Okay, and then you specify how many elements that you want to send from this value. Okay, if you put 2, then you send 2 values starting from this address. Okay, and the type. Okay, integer in this case. And who is the receiver? Okay, receiver ID. So rank plus 1 is the receiver ID. Who is the sender? The sender is here. Okay, so you can put 1 or whoever receiver there. Here is rank plus 1. And then here is the channel that everybody is listening to. Okay? So that's all that you need to do. Okay, so for the sender, you do this. For the receiver, the same thing is the value, and so on and so forth. So this is sender, and this is yourself. Okay, so MPI send. Okay. First one here is the receiver ID. Okay, and then this is a sender ID. Okay. How about MPI receive? Okay, the first one is the sender. Okay, the second one is the receiver. Okay, that's how it is arranged. Okay, if you want to know more, actually you can go and check on the internet. The function goes on. So let's have a look. MPI send. Okay, the MPI send looks like this. Okay, how about MPI receive? So you can see that the source and the tag. I'm sorry, it is not the mistake. Actually, it's not the sender ID, it's a tag ID. You can see that tag. Okay, this is also the tag. You can put a tag on your message. So this is the tag of the message. So the tag number we use 0. The message tag, whatever message tag that you want. Just like a label. Okay? And this is the receiver ID. This is the sender ID. So the sender will know who actually it should send to. The receiver should know who is the sender of this message that you receive. Okay? So you have to put in the receiver ID or the sender. You need to know, you need to specify who is the receiver. If you are the receiver, you need to specify who you want to get the message from. Okay? And this tag ID is just like a label, just a tag on this. So for example, it can have certain meaning here. Okay? This tag here can have certain meaning. For example, you want to say that this is from this particular group. This message that you send are from this particular group. Then when you send another message, you can tag with another value. So this is user-defined tag. It's up to you how you want to define it. Okay? In our case, we are not using this tag, that's why you put 0. Okay? Right? Okay, to do that exercise, after you have done this, just move your face here. This exercise. Copy and then paste. Paste it. Maybe paste it here. Okay, I remove this. Okay. And then this one already there, except for this. So I'm going to copy this onto top here. Yeah. The rest I can delete because I will type it. Okay, this one I already given by this name, P6, Q4, so let's leave it like this, and then run it. Right? Just like that. Now of course you have to put something else here, process, and then put what is the receive, and then so on and so forth. Okay? Before that, before you do all this, you have to init first. Remember to init and remember to get the ID. Okay, and then get process ID. Okay, and then you need to finalize okay. And how to send, how to receive. The example is here. How to send. Okay, how to receive. Okay? So basically what they're doing is this. You start n number of processes. The first process is going to send a message to the second process. The second process, when you receive the value, is going to send to the third process. Okay? So the third process, when you receive from process number 1, you also send to process number 3, and so on and so forth until the last one. Okay? Now the last one, because there's nobody else to send, so he should stop. Alright? So that's why you see the code like this. Okay? The first, only rank 0 is going to ask, give me a number. The rest is not going to ask, only rank 0 is going to ask. Okay, when he asks already, then stop sending. So he is the one who is going to initiate the first send. Okay? And the rest is going to receive first. So when you receive, when you get the value already, you itself going to send as well. Send to the next one. Send to the next process. And then you keep on, here there's no loop there, but you don't have to worry about the loop because it's going to propagate from one to another. Okay? And then after all that is done, then you'll pick again. Okay? Now you check there's an if statement there. The if statement is to check, are you the last one? If you are the last one, you're not going to send to the neighbor because there's no neighbor, because you are the last one. Okay? So that's why there's an if statement there. Okay? If you are not the last person, keep on sending. If you are the last, you say skip. Okay? Finally, you print out this, and with the error, if there's no error, it just be okay. The status is 0, and then you repeat all over again. Okay? So basically, that is what this is all about. I think there's no time there already. Okay, we'll continue this next week. Save this one into your drive,
我们上1点半。
and then we can move, we can go. Before you go. Attendance.
我们上个礼拜 SBM 是讨论的多吗？
Cha Yin-Woon.
上个礼拜 SPN 讨论多了，然后有 check， 然后 check 有没有改？
Cha Zhen-Yi.
我 check 了，但是
Lim Jiaman.
我 check 过，有啊，就是拿我的那 part 给他看，结果还是错的，我没上改。明天要给他 check 我的那个是什么？
Jackson.
那个 individual 有空就坐上
Yongjin.
list 的，
他讲到
Li Shenhai.
跟人家拿吧，他讲没记住，
他主说，
Lim Jia-Yi.
到回去跟他讨论，
Lin Hui-Han.
把我发去。
Tan Chun-Ho. 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 Wei Shun. Tan Yu-Fun. Samyukta. Tan Chong-Han. Tan Shen-Ji.
上礼拜
Tan Sylvian.
懂了，
那你是
就是
Wong
就是那
Shin-Yi.
一天 SBM 那一天，
哦，
Shin-Yi.
你没有来，然后我只是遗忘来，
Yi Jiang-Jue.
讯号没有来，5、6个这样一起，可是拿不到啊，还是有点零。 他这时候再点。
Okay, you can try it. And you can finish. You can do it.
是他放我走。
可是你这上朋友，那我就感觉我在听和尚弄子。
对他讲话。
You will need the solution first. You will save it because
这里
otherwise
是
you will
他们是打10点看还是打完直接打1点？然后跟他跟。
Okay, you can go now.
我不会。你走吧。S 圈是嘲讽的这个，我不会。那个跑更快。
So cute. Cute ini.
Passing this is good. I think it's missing there, is it? It's not there. Is it not there? Yeah. Okay, so you put in this and then you move MPI request get status, and then you pass in the pointer to status, and then you print out. Okay. And you have to pass in another one flag. Okay, this flag. So your operation is completed. So just pass it in. And then you run it through. Okay, when you return, you have the status now you can train. Okay, this one is missing from there. Okay, you can go now. I need to go now. So I need to go to get something. We finish at 1. Huh? Sorry, we finished 1:30, so we haven't done it. Don't go yet. I thought we finished at 1:30. Have you tried getting the status? You just create flag and then create status is already there. You create flag which is type integer and then you pass the address of the flag. Okay? Status at the back here. Status. So we are passing that status. Did you pass it just now? Have you had any type? Maybe we put the wrong thing, right? Yeah, this status here. When you receive, there's a status at the back. When you receive, you receive a status. Okay, so anybody get it to work? This one is quite simple actually. You're just sending the message. The first one does not receive, but it sends the value. That's why you have to get the number. It process 0 does not receive, but you get the value from the user terminal. Okay, and then you start to send to the next rank, and then the next rank is going to receive it. Okay, when you receive, it's going to use that value, send to the next rank. Okay? So the next rank is going to wait for the previous rank. That's why it is waiting for some rank. Wait for the previous rank, and then you get the value. Now, if you want to send to anyone, or you want to send to, or you want to receive from anyone, you can use this. But in this exercise, don't do that, because this exercise you have to send and receive from a specific person. Okay, if you want to send to any, receive from any source, you put MPI any source. Okay? If you want to check, let's say you want to check what other. Anybody get it to work? For this one? Process 0 until process n minus 1. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, I type my hand.
You haven't put properly, that's why. You cannot run from here, you have to run from the...
Oh, terminal also.
You cannot run from the by pressing this button, because you have to create a number of process. What it means is this.
就老师扫死，就老师扫死。
When you run the program, you cannot run from here. You have to run from here. Okay? Because you have to create any number of process. Okay, you can run from there. I think why it breaks, doesn't work there, is because you need to check the size. Yeah, the size is here, the size as well. Okay, check the size. size, so I suggest that you check here. If the size is less than 2, okay, what you need to do is you have to exit. Okay? So out. Maybe error. See error. And then more than one process. It is to prevent you from making that mistake or hang. You need more than one processes. Okay, generate this error. Then exit with a code -1. Okay, so you can see this error here if I run from here. So if I accidentally run from here, you see this error. Rather than hang, you will see this error and then you stop. Right? Because of this method, this as additional conditional statement that if size is 2, less than 2, sorry, then you need to create more than one process. So you need to get the number of processes. Okay? This to prevent you from having like this problem. Okay, so anybody has done this. You need this, because of this. Then rank 0 is going to get the value from the user and then send it to the next write. And this guy is going to receive from the previous write. Okay? If you are not the last, then you have to send this. You have the last skip. Okay? Okay, here I don't think you need to put a barrier. I see that somebody put barrier. Here you don't have to put barrier. The reason is because everybody is waiting for one another. Right? Everybody is waiting for one another. So you don't have to put the barrier. So when he loops, he is going to wait for the next message. going to set to 1. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. The painting is here. Oh, yeah. So it's correct. So it should print. Okay, let's see. Why? Logically. But it's still a problem. But the thing is, how come the print out? Barrier is correct, it can stop it, but why we need the barrier here? Because it will, even though you don't wait by right? Let's say that there's no barrier. Rank 0 is going to get trapped there, waiting for the value coming, the next value coming. So it's not going to be able to print out first.
Anyway, it becomes rank 0, the previous print F operation is still not being uploaded.
Oh, yeah. So that print is actually from the previous one. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, anybody get? I see only one person. Go ahead.
麻烦，一直错，还一直用什么问题？
Then we will be good for one another. It's also same, but those is going to service. This was the barrier actually comes in. Let me talk to this one. Because otherwise this will yes. No, I'm sure why happened. Because logically it should. Oh, sorry, I removed the flash. Did I? Yeah, I removed the flash. Okay, you don't need actually because I accidentally removed the flash. I accidentally removed this. No wonder it messed up just now. You don't need the barrier, you just need to flush it. Yeah. Oh, you can leave now, actually. Okay. So you don't need the barrier, just flush, because just now I go and delay it. What?
Before that, you don't remove the.
Or you can try with a flush, because right, I don't see why the need for the barrier. Okay, why you need a flush? Because if you don't flush, it will not print out. It will delay until the buffer is full. Then later it will start to print. Okay, here we are forcing it to print. Right? So you can go down. Sorry for the delay. Okay, if you are done, you can leave. I need to leave now.